Emergency evacuation plans are in place with new COVID-19 safety precautions just in case the next big one hits. Senior reporter John Palmentary has a frontline look at what changes were made by the Red Cross for your safety.
It's not a residential fire. The fire is a wildland fire.
A disaster during a pandemic. It's a real concern when people are escaping, looking for a shelter, and concerned about coronavirus protections.
The idea is with COVID-19 to shelter in more locations with less people.
The American Red Cross has a rapid response plan to its existing shelter deployment teams, so anyone who arrives is cared for with a safe, sanitized site, and they're adding more shelters to the response list to make sure there's adequate spacing.
We're going to be working with the county health to make sure that people are screened properly before they come in. We're going to make sure that we're doing social distancing as far as making sure that we're using 6 feet between cots. We're putting down markers to tell people which direction that they can walk in around the shelter.
The Red Cross says one thing it has going for them in the Tri-County areas is that many people have been involved in some form of an evacuation in recent years. That means they have a ready, set, go plan to either leave the area, go to a friend's house, or go to an American Red Cross shelter.
If you don't have a backup plan, if you don't have family that's outside the area, a shelter is the best place for you to go.
And the Red Cross says it understands the stress evacuees are under already with COVID-19 concerns.
We have nursing staff on hand. We have counselors on hand. We have spiritual care volunteers on hand at our shelters. Everyone understands that when something bad happens, they listen to the public officials. They know that, the county and the local officials have their best interest at hand.
The plan here has already been tested in regular drills and across the country in real disasters. The protocols have been used, refined, and improved.
We've actually tested this throughout the country and we've worked out the best practices. And we're trying to make sure that we're doing everything we can to keep people safe.
In Santa Barbara, I'm News Channel reporter John Palmentary.
Now for Kelsey's full forecast in the First Alert Weather Center, and luckily those shelters won't be needed anytime soon, we hope.